Hello everyone. So now we will discuss the chapter 17, that is anchoring to concrete. So here we will discuss in very detail about design of anchor bolt as per ACI 3182025. We will discuss all the codal provision in series of videos. So this video is introductory. So let us start with very basic, that what is anchor bolt, base plate and concrete pedestal. Now we can see that this is a column, we can say steel column, and this is base plate and this is concrete pedestal, and these are the anchor bolt. Now we will design the anchor bolt as per ACI 3182025 chapter 17, which talks about anchoring to concrete. So this is concrete and this will be the anchoring to concrete. Now quickly we can understand that what is the design perspective of anchor bolt, base plate and concrete pedestal, how the load is transferred from steel column to the concrete pedestal. So now we can see first is the anchor bolt. Now anchor bolt is embedded in the concrete and it is used to transfer tension and shear. Next one is the base plate. Now base plate is provided at the base of steel column. It is welded to the steel column and it is used to distribute compressive forces to the concrete. And our concrete pedestal, so it is basically provided between the base plate and footing to provide required embedment depth, edge distance and load distribution into the foundation. So these are the design perspective we have to consider while designing the anchor bolt, base plate and concrete pedestal. Now in this video we will be focusing on the anchor bolt. Now before starting the code, let us understand the types of anchor bolts. Now next is types of anchor bolts. Now anchor bolts are classified based on the stage of installation in concrete, that is whether the anchor is placed before concrete casting or after casting has hardened. Now anchor bolt can be divided into two. One is the cast in place anchors and other one is the post installed anchors. Now cast in anchors can be further divided as headed anchors, L-shaped anchors, J-shaped anchors, and post installed anchors can be further divided into three categories. One is the mechanical anchors, bonded anchors and screw anchors. Now mechanical anchors can be further divided into undercut anchors and expansion anchors. Now bonded anchor can be further divided into two, that is adhesive and grouted, and the third one will be the screw type. Now this is the types of anchor bolts. Now from this picture we can understand the cast in place anchors. Now this is HEF is known as the effective embedment depth. Now first one is the headed anchor, where at the bottom there is a head. Now this headed anchor can be further divided into two. One is the hex headed with washer and other one is the welded headed stud. Now in this case this is welded headed stud. Next one is the L-shaped anchor. Third one is the J-shaped anchor. And the last one is a type of welded headed anchor. So we can say this one is the welded headed stud and this one is as hex headed. This is a hex nut. So hex headed, and if there is washer then we can say with washer. And this one will be the L-shaped and this one will be the J-shaped. So these are the cast in place anchors. Similarly, we can see the post installed anchors. Now the post installed anchors are anchoring element installed in hardened concrete by drilling holes, and their resistance is developed through mechanical interlock, friction or adhesive bond. So we can say these are the expansion type anchors. Now, expansion type anchors are of two type. One is the torque controlled and other one is the displacement controlled. Now we can further elaborate them. Now the first one is displacement controlled expansion anchors. Now expansion anchors are classified based on the method used to activate the expansion mechanism inside the drilled hole. Now expansion is provided by driving or hammering an internal plug causing radial movement of sleeve against the concrete. Now these expansion anchors are generally of having two bodies. One is the internal body and other one is the outer body. Now we will provide the force to the internal body such that the outer body will expand. So in this case, what happened? We are hammering the internal body. We are hammering and the outer body is basically radially expanding. Outer body radially expanding. So this type of expansion anchor is known as the displacement controlled expansion anchors. Now let us see the torque controlled expansion anchors. Now the next one is torque controlled expansion anchors. Now expansion produced by applying specified tightening torque. In the first case, that is displacement control, we are hammering. Here what we are doing? We are applying tightening torque, which pulls a cone into expansion sleeve and generate radial pressure against concrete. So as expansion anchors have two bodies, one is the inner body and other one is the outer body. Now we are applying forces to the inner body. Here we are applying torque. Here we will apply torque such that the outer body, that is sleeve, will generate basically the flaps will open. These flaps will open up. So they are generating the radial pressure against the concrete. So these flaps will open up. Flaps will open. So this is known as the torque controlled expansion anchors. Now let us coming back to the types of anchor bolts. So we have learned about the mechanical driven post installed anchors. So they are of two types. One is the undercut anchor and expansion anchor. We have learned about the expansion anchor. They are of two types. One is displacement controlled and other one is torque controlled. Now we will see the undercut anchors. So undercut anchors, anchor installed in special type of hole to provide mechanical interlock and high tension capacity. So basically a special type of hole is driven, and in that the special type, this undercut type of anchors are installed. So we can see that this is the anchor and this is the concrete area. Now a special type of hole is basically driven like this, and in this the anchor bolt is installed. So this is the undercut anchor. Now we have learned about the undercut anchors and expansion anchors. Now the bonded anchors. Now bonded anchors, basically we use some chemical adhesive to bond the anchor bolt with the concrete. Now if we are using chemical adhesive, then it will be adhesive post installed anchor. And if we are using the grout, then we can say it is a grouted post installed anchor. And the last one is the screw type anchor. We can say it is a threaded anchor directly installed in drilled hole to develop resistance through thread interlocking with the concrete. So basically with thread we are interlocking with the concrete. So this is a screw type post installed anchor. So in this video we have learned about the what are anchor bolt and what are the types of anchor bolt. In the next video we will start some codal provisions. This is an introductory part which is very important to understand the codal provisions of ACI 318-2025. So we will meet in the next video.